Hunter.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Nessa.
This is the Family Showdown!
Yeah! Woo! We're back, baby! Welcome
Did we go somewhere?
I don't know. Did we? I think we did. It's been a week! And we're back to doing some regular crazy shows and maybe doing some RRR stuff and
Arr.
and I don't know. We're gonna do crazy stuff, right? Because we always do.
Alright. Hello. Welcome to the Family Showdown. I'm Hunter. This is Rebecca. This is our weekly variety show.
Where we do nothing normal. Nothing.
Alright, folks. This is like the first non-resolution show in over a year.
Wonder why that was. It's like we resolved to do something.
We're back to the old
Being normal.
The before times.
We're so normal.
Let's see what we got going on in the chat.
People are showing up.
There's people
What's
there.
up?
There's people there.
Hi, people. Welcome to the chat.
Alright.
Yeah. Woo woo.
So let's jump
Good to see
right
y'all.
in. We got an agenda.
What?
We have things to do.
What?
I have seven things on my list to do. This is my
Well, spoilers. Now y'all just
this is
zoom
my
in and see
agenda.
it. We're done. Have a good night.
Number one on the agenda: the camping trip.
Hi. Oh.
So
Yes. No, it was amazing.
So we didn't.
Well, it was perfect.
So we didn't get a lot of board games played this last
Camping.
week because we went camping. It was supposed to be pseudo board gaming camping, but it turned out to be laying around and eating a lot of food camping.
Somehow I lost weight during that weekend,
Which
too.
is not a
Don't know how
bad.
that's
It's not a
possible.
bad thing to sit around and not lose weight. To eat a lot of food.
Yes, that is the best way to lose weight.
But we did, among us, play 8 games.
That's right.
8 games. So, per your request, we're going to continue with talking about the games we played in the previous, since we last did a variety show thing. So we're going to do that. We're going to start off with that. So first we're going to do the games I played, and then we'll talk about the games Rebecca played without me, because she played a lot of games I didn't play.
I did.
Let's see.
It's just Tommy calling you out. You're good.
I have no clue what that means. Is that a teacher thing?
Is that a teacher thing? I don't know.
Alright, so I played 4 games since we last talked.
4.
4. A whopping 4 games.
Out of
And as
control.
always, I give them my ranking and put them order from worst to best. So we'll start with my number 4 game, which I gave a 6. Only because this game has potential to go up, I think. Because we kind of Nessa-ized it. So we kind of modified the game a little bit so Nessa could play with us.
Oh.
Hold on.
I was trying to figure
I
out.
don't own the game, so I have to pull up a picture.
Flip a picture.
Ta-da! The Chameleon. So the Chameleon is a social deduction word game. It's one of those games where everyone around the table knows what's going on except one person, and you're trying to figure out who that person is.
Who are you? He blends right in. I don't know.
So everyone knows the secret word basically except the chameleon, which is trying to fit in. And everyone goes around the table and describes the secret word with one word, including the chameleon, and then everyone guesses who the chameleon is. For whatever reason, when we played, it was always extremely obvious what word was the secret word, so the chameleon figured it out every time. Thus the low rating, but
We picked cards and Nessa knew all the things.
we picked the most simplistic of all the cards so that Nessa would know what the words mean. And 2, she was never the chameleons. That reduced the number of choices for the chameleon down by 1. So, it has potential to go up if I play it again. But for now, it gets a 6, and it's my 4th favorite of the 4 games we played.
It's pretty fun. I think it'll be fun.
All right. Number 3, which also got a 6.
What?
Because it's a kid's game.
Oh.
And
which kid's game do you play?
And it is...
Oh, that one. You played that?
Ghost Blitz. Yes,
yeah, you played that.
I dominated at Ghost Blitz.
Oh, yeah, you were there.
I destroyed everyone at Ghost Blitz. So Ghost Blitz is one of those, you flip over a card and you grab something as quickly as you can. It's like a speed game. And Nessa did really well with it, but she had like practice rounds and memorized the cards. And
she didn't memorize the cards. She did not. Don't downplay her.
It's a cute little kids game. Adults can play it, I guess, too, but it's really meant for kids.
But no, you gotta get your brain in gear for that game. You gotta be honest. Because
it was all right.
It's
all right.
Funny because you even said so yourself. It was hard to do both. You either had to pick if there was an exact item that matched the color and the item, then you grabbed it. But if that wasn't there, then you had to pick whatever was missing from the picture. And you even said so yourself that it was hard to do both.
Right.
Because you have to be quick at it, so usually you'd pick one or the other thing. Like you'd look for the exact match and grab those, or you'd try to pick what was missing, but it was really hard to switch gears back and forth.
Yeah.
So you say it's a kid's game, but you gotta...
Yeah, it just... it's
got some meat to it.
It does, but I'm not a fan of the grabby bit games.
Oh, yes, you are.
What?
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I am not a fan of the grab stuff on the table as quickly as you can and beat each other up and stuff like that. So
then what about sticky chameleons?
That's not even a game. That just turns
flogging with the sticky.
It turns into just yelling and screaming. All right, my number 3, or my number 2, I guess, 4, 3, 2. My number 2 got a 7. It's a cute little game, but it's so light. It was floating around the cabin or the shelter or whatever you want to call we were doing.
What?
Where is it?
I don't know. What are you doing?
It is Draftosaurus.
It was not that light. It was... Okay, it was light. But it's really fun, and it's cute.
All right, you talk about Draftosaurus. I gave it a 7, which is a pretty good rating.
I love it, because instead of drafting cards, you have these cute little dinosaur-shaped meeples that are really brightly colored.
Dino-eeples.
Dineeples?
Dineeples?
I don't know, you tell us. But I like the dineeples. And you put them in your hand, and you pick one to go, and you have different drafts, like you need a set, or you need all of the same this, or you alternate. There's all these different combos and different things that you want in different areas. So you pick one, and then you're going to pass the hand to somebody else. So you're not really seeing any information at the time. You're doing one thing at a time, just trying to plan your best move. And it's just a fast, fun, great game to like learn drafting with. And it's got cute dinosaurs. Come on, what's not to like? It's a light drafting game. But it's really fun. I like it. I like it a lot.
It was okay. It was alright. I can see how some people would really, really like that game, though. I said some people. And my number 1 game, which I gave an 8...
Nerf.
that has potential to go up or down. So this game, I'll tell you what it is.
What game is it, Sam?
It's not that one. It's this one. No, where is it? Oh, I have it in front of me, so I don't have to do a picture. That's so funny. Let me take that off. It is Rex! Final Days of an Empire. Rex.
I want that dude's hat.
Rex.
For the record.
That's not a hat, that's his ears.
Well, then I want his ears.
I think it's a helmet. I don't know. So this is a retheming of the Dune game, which was an old game that went out of print, and then you got this game, and now you got Dune again. So, Rex. So, I have a love-hate relationship with this game. So, as I'm thinking about this game, and I've thought about this game quite a bit, part of me loves this game, like crazy loves this game.
Okay.
Part of me is kind of, and part of me hates this game.
Now I'm intrigued.
So, this is speaking with only one play of this game, and...
Okay. You need to explain these different things, because that's a little rainbow variety here of...
So let me explain what the game's about. So basically, this is based off the Dune, if you've seen the Dune movie, there's all these different factions vying for control of Arrakis. This is rethemed. It's basically the same game, but with just Twilight Imperium world races and stuff.
Turtles.
But the whole theme is that there are 6 different factions that are extremely, like, crazy. Like, this may be the most extreme asymmetrical game that I've played.
Yeah.
I mean, every faction is extremely different. They have different powers. They have different motivations. They have different ways to win the game. It's just very crazy asymmetrical. And you have alliances in the game. You can form alliances. You can break alliances. And when we played the game, we basically, like, almost off the bat, formed an alliance. And the whole basis of our alliance was these people are on this half of the table, and those people are on the other half of the table. That was the complete basis of our alliance.
That's not quite.
Yes, it's pretty much what it was.
You guys are obnoxious.
But I love this game because it has crazy, random, like, off-the-wall things that happen in this game.
Yeah.
It's like you go in and you attack someone, and they play one card, and it kills all your forces, which is crazy. It's really cool, but really crazy at the same time. One faction has more money than they know what to do with. They have just tons and tons and tons of money. They're like throwing money everywhere. And other factions are like scrounging and doing everything they can just to get some money, right? It's just, on the surface, after one play, it seems crazy unbalanced. It seems like it all funnels to one of the factions has by far the best chance of winning. Again, this is after one play. That's why I have so torn about this game. Part of me loves the craziness in this game because it just seems like anything could happen. Part of me despises that part of the game because for a 4-hour game, we played it took about 4+ hours to play this. I don't know if I want crazy random in the game. But if you go in with the mindset that stuff can happen, it can actually be enjoyable, right?
Yeah.
Because in a period of like 15 minutes, we went from winning the game to who knows is going to win it till someone else won the game in like a 15-minute swing. It swung from there's no way this alliance is going to lose to oh no, who's going to win to there's the other alliance winning. And, and that's really cool. But we played 4 hours, and the whole game was decided in that last 15 minutes. Is that cool or not cool? I don't know.
I just think you need to pick a better alliance.
So, so the reason I'm mad about it is because
he said meh.
Was that normal? Was that because we didn't know what we were doing? Was it because that's how the game? Like, sometimes it's that way. So I just don't know. I don't know. That one play was just so strange.
I think we need to sit in comfortable chairs to play it.
I think I was this close to winning it solo. And the most weird thing happened.
I won.
there was a battle that took place, and all the forces got wiped out. And that's the only way I could possibly lose the game, which is super cool, super crazy.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this game. So, what did everyone say about my craziness?
Hector's like, I hope I get to play that someday. I'm looking forward to playing Rex for the first time. I certainly don't ever recall playing it before. Yeah.
How many players? It plays 3 to 6, but they strongly encourage you to play the full 6 players.
And I can see why. Because you could easily isolate yourself, I think, otherwise.
It gives you.
You need alliances.
In the rules, it gives you how to play 3 players, how to play 4 players, how to play 5 players, and how to play 6 players. It gives you suggested races and modifications to the game, like 3 players, parts of the board. You don't use part of the board, and there's no alliances are not allowed. 4 players, you don't use part of the board. 5 and 6 use the same set of rules, but they give you suggested races that work, I guess, best with less. But they really, all the races play off each other, it seems like. Yeah. It seems like that it works best with all the races being involved, because some are really good at collecting money, some are really good at espionage, some people are really good at fighting. It seems like everyone has their thing, and if you take a piece of that out, it seems like there could be issues. But the end, this is from one play of the game.
Issues.
So, there you go. That's Rex. So, the reason I love this game, you can see I'm very passionate about it, but part of me doesn't want that crazy randomness. I don't know. I just can't decide whether I love it or hate the randomness in the game. Because we were like high-fiving and laughing and joking. The last 15 minutes was just insane.
Yeah.
But the first 35 minutes was like, what is going on? So, I don't know. There you go. There's Rex. I talked way too much about it. It's available now. This is out of print. It's available now as Dune from Gale Force 9. It's available today. The rules are slightly different. I read the rules for Dune, and they've tricked it up and changed things a little bit.
To make it fit that.
But basically at the core, it is the same game.
Okay.
All right. There you go. There you go. All right.
What else? What else you got on your agenda?
That's it for me. That's my 4. Now you got 4.
I do.
To talk about.
I do.
And we'll just start with this one. I'm just going to alphabetical.
Oh my goodness. The Hear Me's. Okay. So, Gaming Wife and Ness and I played a few Hava games, and we tried out this game. And you've got a piece of the scratchy part of the Velcro, and you have a little tiny wooden dowel. And you get a pattern, and you're supposed to, behind a screen, draw it on there. And the other players have to listen and guess what shape you're drawing. That is way tougher than it sounds. Especially when, I won't mention any names, Vanessa, got a little creative and decided, I'm going to do this a little tougher to trick you. That was funny. Still not sure what she did. Or if they do, like, they can't draw a full circle and they decide to pause or something, so you think they did 2 shapes, but they just did 1. There's a few little things that with kids I would think it'd be way harder. Because, of course, the adults, we exaggerate things, and I'm like, when you do a dot, I kind of, like, emphasize it to make it really easy to count how many dots I made. Meanwhile, good luck detecting the ones that the wee one drew. So we're straining to hear, we're like, I have no idea what just happened. And it was really, really fun. It was actually way more challenging than I thought it would be. It was pretty entertaining. And it's a completely different kind of game, not on my radar. And it was really fun because of that. It's something so different. You're not used to, you don't play very many listening games, right? And this one really taught you needed to focus and pay attention, because once somebody started, you did not want to miss. You wanted to count how many strokes they were doing or try to guess, was that a big curve? I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on. We played the easy version. And the challenging version, we looked at that for about half a second. We're like, nope, we don't think we can do this. So funny. It was pretty fun. It's a cute little game.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's very cute. And it's something different. I really enjoy that. So.
All right, next up.
That's a good family fun. Oh my gosh, this game. I didn't recognize the box at first because that one is the English one. And Gaming Wife has the cute German version. And, oh my gosh. Okay, so you get some little cardboard circles, and you make little circles, and you put them together into a big giant circle. And then you have this wooden bear, because Hava's fantastic with their wooden pieces. This little bear sitting there like this. And there's either a circle tray or a little square tray you put on top of him. So he's holding this little tray. And then in the middle are all these different sized honey pots. Now the circles that you made the circle out of are different colors. So as you land on that, say I landed on a yellow one. Okay, that's great. I have this little tiny honey pot, and I put it on top of that. Okay, next person goes. They roll. They have to move too, so they have to take the bear with everything that's stacked on him and move him 2 circles around the circle. Then they land, and they land on a green one. So they're lucky. This is like a big green honey pot or whatever. So they put that on. The next player rolls, and then they have to move the bear with everything that's on it and then put on. It turns into this insane balancing game of chaos. And of course, inevitably, you've got like a bunch of little tiny honey pots and then some big off-kilter crazy ones on top of that. And it's really off balance. And then you end up rolling like the 3, the farthest one, and you're trying to move this crazy pile. Because usually the stacking games, you stack it and you're done. Oh no. That's the end of the turn. The first thing you gotta do is move remove the entire stack. It's a really cute game, and it's another one of those family games that I put that up there with Animal Upon Animal. I think it's like Animal Upon Animal Plus, because you have to move it, and it's a blast. A lot of fun, just silly, squirrely, and again, it's just a stuff for the adults. I think it was easier because we're a little more patient sometimes. That's probably your only advantage in that game.
A while back, would occasionally pop into Z's top 10s.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious. It is hilarious. I love it.
It's some other name in German that he had.
Yeah, I'll say it and sound like I'm swearing or say something wrong because I laughed at all the...
Alright, next up. I thought these were in alphabetical order, but they are not in any kind of weird
That's all
order.
good. That's all good.
Alright, see. Next up.
Oh, goodness. Okay, we only played one full game of this. We wanted to play, like, a tournament, and I think that's going to happen in the near future. Kung Fu Zoo. Okay, if you've played Strike, this is like Strike on crack. It's hilarious. So on each die, you've got, like, a little animal, and so you'll have, like, a giraffe, and you'll have all, like, 4 yellow dice. And on one side, you'll have the head. And then one side, you have the rump. One side, you've got, like, all 4 feet. And then the other sides are like the sides with the spots on them and different things like that. So what happens is you have this like, it's like a cage match, and you have the wall of the arena and then the inside. And in the middle of each corner, there's some little circles where they fall down into a pit. And your goal is to flick your die and hit another animal so that they fall down into the hole. And you also want to land so you're not all feet up, because if you do that, that means you're stunned and you fell down, because your feet are up in the air, right? And needless to say, I'm a whiz at this game. I'm a whiz at hitting myself into the holes. I managed in one shot to completely avoid Nessa, spin around, hit my guy into a hole, and then launch across the other side into the diagonal hole and shoot that in there in one shot. It was awesome. It was very impressive. You guys should all be totally not afraid of me. And then Nessa laughed because the other 2 die that I had were feet up, so I was dead. I killed myself.
That's funny.
It is hysterical to play. And it's just like fighting with dice. And yeah, this one is... You gotta play it. It's hilarious. I love playing Strike too. I think Strike's funny, but this game is ridiculous.
Alright, last but not least.
Last but not least. Oh, yes. One of my faves. Scoville! I finally... Oh, my gosh. I think the first time I heard about this game, I think Werfel did a review on Blender, like, way back eons ago. And they had things about peppers and different things in their little skit. And I was like, oh, this looks like a really fun game, and I haven't played it. Well, finally, I got to play it. This is a fun little game. I like it. You have your own little chart, and you have a pepper farm, and you're trying to like mix and match the breeds to get the best peppers, and you want to eventually breed so you have, okay, it's not actually called a ghost pepper, phantom pepper, I think it was, which by the way is hilarious looking because it's sparkly and clear, so it looks like a ghost. But you're trying to get all these different combinations, and of course you have recipes that require different types of peppers in them. And those are the ones that have all the victory points and this and that. And so you're doing this, and so it's a, not worker placement really, sort of. Well, kind of in a way, because you have a little person that you're moving through the farm too. And as you walk past them, you're collecting the hybrids of the seeds that you're walking by. So 2 will match and mix and match. And then you have those, and you're collecting those, and you're harvesting those, but you're planting, and you're doing all of this stuff, and then you're making the recipes, and it's just, oh my gosh. I had a lot of fun with this. I think you would find it kind of, it's on the lighter end of that kind of game. It's medium weight. I'm trying to think. It's probably an hour-ish, an hour-long game, hour and a half max. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun playing with the little peppers and trying to plan out what you're going to do. And of course you can block other people's moves. Oh my gosh. I would think that the game 2-player would be almost wide open if you're careful with it. But you add more players and it starts to get tight, and people are like, oh, I think I see what you're doing. I'm going to come walk over here and block you, because you can't walk around people. They just block you. It's pretty fun.
Just didn't you destroyed everyone?
Yeah, the game clicked with me. I I was like, oh, this is really cool. I think I see how this works. Well, and they made the mistake of leaving me alone for the last part of the game, so I was just wandering around my little concoctions I had over here, just getting all the peppers I wanted, and I was a happy little farmer. So yeah, it was pretty fun. I really, really enjoyed this game.
All right, there you have it. There's the 8 games
I had a blast
we played since last we met.
Yeah, and it's all, let's see, is that all new stuff too?
Yeah, that's what I said. I wanted to play new games.
And we did that. That was a blast. So, mixing it up.
All right, let's move on to new purchases.
Which one is my favorite? Out of those? Yeah, Scoville. All those strong stuff's hilarious. And Kung Fu Zoo. Scoville. Buy that.
Because you won?
No, not because I won. I don't care about that. Boy, don't I care about that, or else Kung Fu Zoo would be at the bottom.
All right, so I bought a couple of games because we had 6 people, including Nessa would be 7. We had 6 people at the adults at the camping trip, so I bought a few 6-player games to try out. Of course, like I said, we hardly played any games, so we didn't try them out. But we can talk about them
too soon.
These are my first purchases in forever. So we got Star Trek Galactic Enterprises.
You get to be Ferengi.
So this is a auction / I don't know if set collection is the right idea, but basically you're purchasing commodities, and then you set the prices on the commodities, and it's kind of a bluffing, negotiation, auction craziness game. So basically you get a commodity, you basically talk amongst everyone that has that same commodity, and go, okay, hey, let's set the price at X. Everybody says, all right, we'll set the price at X, and if everyone agrees the same price, then you get a benefit. But if you undercut everybody, you're the only one that sells. So there's
second rule of acquisition.
So it's a whole kind of bluffing, playing chicken kind of game, and I thought it'd be a lot of fun.
That is awesome.
So there you go, the Galactic Enterprises. I think it's a reprint of an older game. I have no clue what that older game
Whatever,
was,
this is the best theme, clearly.
but it's a reprint. Clearly. There's that. And then I bought Tortuga 1667. This is from the same people that made Salem. They're called Facade.
Okay, Tom.
Facade Games.
Facade.
They make the book games. The games
English
look like
by
a book.
Hunter.
So, this is a pirate game. It's kind of a bluffing, hidden teams game. So you basically, there's 2 teams and sometimes a third team if there's an odd number of players. And they're trying to collect as much loot, but you don't know who's on your team and who's not on your team, and trying to, I don't know, pirate stuff. But it's a short game that plays 2 to 9 players, so I thought it'd be a good one. Let's open it up, just for grins.
Let's take a look at the box.
Let's look in the box.
In the book, you mean? I loved the look of Salem in its little tiny compact book. I wish the magnet was a tiny bit stronger, because I like to pop that over. Why give me the trash? Ooh, don't need that. Oh, they did a better job. It's all like in a little more.
So we got cards. We got a little bag.
Fire! And I don't know if you can see that little spiky orange thing.
And then you got the playboard is actually a mouse pad.
That's adorable. Let me see this. How cute! Vote. Ooh, pirate votes. Do I get to be the pirate king?
You can be the captain.
I'm the captain now. I like this bag. This bag's cool looking. It's like burlappy looking, but not burlappy feeling. Much improved.
So we'll try those at some game day soon. Hey, look.
No! Oh, you don't have it. Stop it. You didn't have it. What did you do to this thing? Oh my gosh. It would shut. Oh, did you see that? That's right, I had the magic.
All right, moving on to our agenda. We're only on number 3. And how long has it been?
Huh?
We're halfway through the show. We're only on number 3 of 7, so we got to
kill me, Smalls.
But they're gonna go quick. So number 3 is quick and fast. So yesterday, Monday, for those in the U.S., possibly Tuesday for those in the other part of the world. Monday afternoon, I met with Gaming Wife and Hector the Turtle, and we met up at Friend and Foe Board Game Cafe in Plano.
Wait, friend and foe?
Yes.
Not friend or
you
foe.
You arrive as friends, you play as foes.
I already like the name. Okay.
So it's a board game cafe. It just opened up recently, like a couple weeks ago, and it's really nice. So if you're in the Plano area, it's right across the street from Madness Comics and Games. It was awesome. They got a cool selection of games. They have mass market games, kids games, light family games, strategic games, and epic games. They have the entire spectrum of games.
Interesting. So they're really close to... Do you think that's going to help them or hurt them being
I don't know.
close?
I talked to the guy about it. He said most people don't go to Madness necessarily to play games, and
That's true.
And they don't have a library at Madness that you can play games.
They don't. That's true.
You have to bring your own games to play or buy games from them.
That's true.
And the food was amazing. I had a delicious sandwich and fruit and a nice root beer, and it was yummy, delicious. But unfortunately, it was my lunch break at work, so I didn't have time to play any games. But we're going to plan a trip back to try out their games.
Ooh, like this weekend?
Possibly this weekend. So, whenever a new board game place opens up, I try to go check it out and support it in my own small way of purchasing something. So I did that, and I'm probably going to go back. They have like a lot of board game cafes have like a fee that you pay, like a cover charge. I think it's like $5, and you play as many games as you want.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
And I don't know what else to say.
I was going to say, from the pictures that I saw, Hector posted one on Twitter that was really cool. It looked like a really large game collection that you could play.
600 games.
That's insanely good.
They want to bump it up to 1,000. They're basically they use their own collections. It's a couple and another guy. They use their own collections, and then they bought up lots of games. So most of them is kind of slightly older games, but they're going to fill up their collection with newer games. That's what they're going to buy to work towards having 1,000 games as their goal.
That's
and
so
they're going to
cool.
rotate games after that to what's being played and not played. So
there you go, friend and foe in Plano, Texas.
And they have tiny tables for 2-player games. They have mid-sized tables for kind of family games, and they have big tables for epic games.
Sounds like they thought this through and did this right.
Yeah.
Like, I really like the sounds of that. And it sounds like the food was good, too, because sometimes you get to a cool gaming place, food, afterthought,
the sandwich was delicious. They make the bread fresh.
What? Dude!
Yeah, so it's
okay.
really good place. So go
really
check it out
awesome.
if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
There you go. And it sounds like you could also go, and if you like any of those games, you can go there. And if they don't have it sounds like Madness is right across the way, too.
Yeah, so. I talked to him. We talked for about 10 minutes or so about stuff, and he said that he doesn't really have any plans to sell games because Madness is across the street. And
so it's more about the playing,
the food,
That's
and the playing.
Smart, because then they're not really competing directly.
He said he might, if he sees games being played a lot and people are asking about it, he might keep like a small little selection of super popular games. But it's just not worth his while to stock it because
that's cool. That's clever.
So.
It sounds like they're doing it right. That's awesome.
All right, there you go, friend.
You go, friend and foe.
Not friend or foe.
Friend and foe.
Friend and foe. Board Game Cafe.
That's cool. And Hector the Turtle says that even the coffee's good, peeps.
I don't drink coffee, so I can't tell you.
Road trip. Let's go.
All right, so there's that. So onward. We're onward. We're back to the olden days. For those people that have been around.
The days of yore?
For the people who have been around for a long time, we're back to the olden days. We're about to do a Rebecca's Random Review.
Woo! And Hunter has completely revamped this collection, so I have no idea where anything is. So, when you pick a random number, it truly is random.
I didn't completely.
It's pretty darn close. Okay, the only thing that's the same, really, guys, is we have Uwe Rosenberg games and Feld games. The rest of it, no clue where it is. So... And then he tells me to put up the games. It's hilarious because I'm like, All right, so let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 5 shelves. Pick a number between 1 and 5. Inclusive. I said that. Don't steal my line. I'll stick this up your nose.
And as a bonus, I will review the back of the box.
Nice try, Jobby. You said 52 inclusive. I said 1 through 5. You dirty cheater.
I will review the back of the box. As
4.
A bonus.
Hoser wins. 4. Okay. All right. So now I need you to pick.
You're not tricking anybody. It's 6 by 6. 6 by 6. 36.
Pick a number 1 through 36 inclusive.
There's some empty shelves, so that's where they're gonna.
That's okay. Jobby. Crazy. 1 through 36 now. Your 52 still doesn't work, Jobby. Oh, poor Dan. Tommy, you're fired. Man, you guys stink at picking numbers.
There's a delay.
No, it's because Jobby's picking like random numbers. Tommy, Hector picked 35.
You have to go backwards. You have to start.
Actually, I'll go backwards.
Yes.
Okay, all right, and now I'll pick a number 1 through 4. Pick a number 1 through 4 inclusive. I got Hector's number 2.
Right.
Jobby, I'll pick your number. Good job. All right. Oh man, we haven't done this in a while.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. And you get me struggling on film. That's cool. Okay. This monster is the colonists. So, I can't give you a full review of this because we have not done the third. What do they call it? It's not epic. It's
There's 4 eras, and we've only played 2 of them.
We've only played 2 of the 4. That's right. There were 4, not 3. Whoops. So I've played half the game. But what we have played is truly epic. Okay? So, this is an epic strategy game. It does have a bit of a civilization building up feel. The first era, I really do. I think the next time we play, I want to skip to like the 3rd era.
You can do that.
Which you can do. This is the coolest thing about this game. You can play the whole shebang, all 4 eras all at once, and sit down and just spend the whole day doing it. You can pick one era and play it. Or like we picked the first one and then moved into the second one, ran out of time, called it. Which is cool, because if you run out of time, you can do that, and it doesn't screw up the game. It's set up in these chunks for that reason. I like that, and it builds on each era, and each thing builds a little more steam, had a little more complexity the second time because you've gone into a new era where there's new inventions, there's new things, there's new developments. So the first one's kind of like the starter, get used to the game, how you're feeling, you start building up, you get the stuff, and then next thing you know, blam, it's starting to, it really starts to gain momentum. I'm really excited to actually try the 3rd and 4th because of that, because I'm intrigued to see how they're going to build on it from there. You haven't played the 3rd or 4th era yet either, have you? Okay. Again, it's like, if I remember right, correct me if I'm wrong, it was worker placement, and it had some, oh my gosh. It was, I don't want to say like, it's not set collection, but like to help build up your like engine builder. It's an engine builder, like Civ builder.
You have a board, you get buildings.
Yeah, you get your own buildings. A lot of the stuff that you think of. And it was nice because it was just the way they use stuff that you commonly use as mechanisms. They used it in a fresh way. It really had a great build-up. And that's the thing I remember most about it, is how it started to feel like there was movement in your civilization. You could feel the progression, and I really, really, really liked that about it. So, again, though, it is epic, it is heavy, and it's only going to get heavier as you progress.
Right. So it's a tile placement game. You start out with a small little grouping of tiles. You have a worker, and that worker moves around those tiles. He has a limit to how much he can move and how he moves around, and you build that out and build it out and build it out, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The first era, you're using very basic resources, and then I think you're right towards the end, you start touching in on, I think it's bronze or iron. One of those.
You start changing into the new age.
You start using a new, it kind of introduces a new resource, and then into the second era, that's your main resource, and then towards the end of that era, it introduces more resources that lead you into the next era.
It's really cool.
It grows and grows on itself.
It's like a civilization tech tree.
Yeah.
But on a slow burn. It was really cool.
But this game is massive. It says 30 minutes to 4 hours. I think it's more like 2 hours to 8 hours. Unless you really know this game and you're cranking out the turns.
And you're cranking it out, yeah.
It's about an hour and a half an era-ish. And again, we haven't played 3 and 4.
It might speed up because we
So I don't know if it's longer
when
when you get towards the end of the game. But anyway, if you play the full game, it's an all-day affair. So,
which I kind of want to do that sometime soon.
So,
not gonna lie.
Like I said, as a bonus, you get a back of the box review.
Woo! It's time! We haven't had one of those in forever.
So,
uh-oh. So I see lots of text.
So first off, block text. What is this? No one reads this. This
fail.
I I would bet a large sum of money that less than 1% of the people that have picked up this game have read the entirety of this text.
I am creating an entire April Fool's show where I'm going to do nothing but read the block text on the back of boxes just for you.
Just less than 1% have read this. But
please leave comments if you want me to do that. I will.
But
I totally will.
There's improvement from there because it shows here. It talks about how you can play only part of the game, which is good. Right there. Then it tells you about the cool mechanism in the game.
Okay.
Worker movement.
Oh, because worker placement is so yesterday. What? Oh, throw down colonists.
Worker movement. Then down here at the bottom, it's got. What does it say? Goods management. Is that what you do? You're managing goods, I guess.
Well, yeah.
And then it's got another little block text. Not a fan of block text. I don't even know what this is, but it does tell you. It does lie.
I didn't spend the time reading it.
It does lie to you here and say it's 30 minutes to 240 minutes, which is a total lie.
Maybe it's per player.
That's a total lie right there. It may as well say lie instead of what it says there.
I would love it. Someone please just on the back of their box put lies.
And there's something you want to look for if you're a heavy Euro game. That is the symbol of greatness right here, right? Not Mayfair. Get that Mayfair out of here. Not Mayfair. Lookout Games right there.
Oh.
That's the
right where?
Right there. Right there. That is the symbol of greatness for heavy Euro games right there.
Translated into Latin and then sweet.
All right, there you go. There's a Rebecca random review and a back of the box.
So I give it an A, and Hunter's back of the box is like a C?
Yeah, probably a C.
Yeah. There you go, folks.
All right.
Sad stuff.
Let's move on to the tradition continues with a 5 on the spot.
Yeah! And guess what I remembered?
5 on the spot.
I remember my notebook. I'm even prepared.
Give us a topic.
5
we may or may not pick your topic. A 5 on the spot.
5 on the spot. It's on. 5 on the spot.
Apparently this ASMR style. I guess this is like
the golf course stuff?
Yeah, like public radio.
And now, Hunter is opening the box. What will he find inside? I am so excited.
Do we have a topic? I'm waiting. Come on, Dan. Throw down. You got some good ones. I know you do. I have faith in you. Top 5 favorite things that are spotted. What is wrong with you, Tommy?
Veto. Games you can teach while playing. That would be a tough one to think about. I rarely do that. I don't like that as much. I don't like that because...
Chobby, I don't know.
I don't even know if I've ever taught 5 games as we played. It's not my style at all. I like vomiting up all the rules.
Ew, and then really just like that.
And then we play.
Sometimes other people vomit when you vomit.
So I don't think I can come up with 5.
I try to avoid teaching games.
Top 5 board game companies.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
That's a good one. I don't know if Rebecca would do so well at that one.
Top 5 board game companies? Well, yeah, but it's going to be pretty obvious because you guys can all see my answers.
5 least humorous games.
Ooh, I like that.
I avoid those, though.
Least humorous.
Splendor.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know. You just even find it. I like that least humorous games.
Least humorous? What does that mean?
What does it mean to you?
Games that make you sad?
No, just do you laugh a lot during it?
That's like every Euro game.
Not necessarily.
Least humorous. What would I put? It'd be all cooperative games. I would.
Galaxy Trucker.
I think they'd all be cooperative games for me, right?
Great games, boring themes. Ooh. Top 5 games to play while waiting in line at a convention. Ooh, that's good too.
All right, pick one. I'll go for it.
Games you'd recommend a newbie.
We got a whole video on that one.
We do.
Pick one. Pick one
of
those.
I like the convention line. Let's do the
games to play in a line.
Whoa, my pin's
at
down.
a convention. All right.
Convention line.
All right, we'll do that one. Why am I looking at the heavy Euro games?
I don't know. That's hilarious. Well, it depends on the convention line. Am I right? Am I right?
Heavy Euro game. All right, there we go.
Is this just... it doesn't matter. Never mind. I have a non-answer.
Things that you definitely wouldn't play in a line at a convention.
Can I do Pit? Two. Okay. Oh my gosh.
People would hate me if I was playing these games online, but I do not care.
Oh, so many good ones. There's so many good ones. It's really actually hard for me to narrow this down. I'm not gonna lie.
Everything's blocked. I can't see anything.
Aww. Too bad, so sad. Don't even. You can't put cash and guns. That's mine.
Cash and guns. That's funny.
I'm just messing.
Oh.
I can't think of.
Can it be a game I haven't played?
Well, yeah, why not?
All right.
A game you haven't played. That sounds fun. I like the sounds of that. I can't think of the name of that stupid... There we go. That's the name of the game I was thinking of. All right, I've got it.
Mine's probably games that you shouldn't play in line.
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
Am I going first?
Yeah, sure.
Number 5 is Deckscape.
Deckscape? What's that?
It's a game I wouldn't like. It's basically a one-deck escape room.
You're recommending?
It's like a deck of cards. Again, I haven't played this. I just heard reviews of it. And apparently it's an escape room, and all you need is a deck of cards. So, there you go. Deckscape.
You need the Joker. But it's gone.
I think it's like a choose-your-own-adventure type game. I
don't even know how to respond to
Has
that.
anyone out there played Deckscape? Am I crazy?
It's like unlock. What is wrong with you? Are you ill?
I didn't say the top 5 for me.
Okay. All right, I picked 5 that I thought would be good, like in general. I picked number 5 is one that we have played in a line before. In fact, was it our first time we played it? Maybe, or we at least read the rules and went over it when that was Targi.
No, it wasn't Targi.
Wasn't it?
No, you're thinking of Jambo.
Oh, it was Jambo. Jambo's good to play in line. Targi would be too. If you're stuck in line for a while, Targi's fun.
So here's my series of
I would accept
the first one was just kind of a
I see
an
that.
actual answer. The rest are people are gonna hate me for playing these in line, but I still would play them in line.
Okay.
So my number 4 is reverse charades.
That would be marvelous. I would play with you.
Reverse charades.
I like that.
If you don't know what reverse, it's like charades, except instead of one person giving clues and everyone else guessing, everyone's giving clues and one person's guessing.
I so want to play that so badly. Yes.
Reverse charades.
Let's do this in line somewhere. I don't even care what the line is for. Let's go get in a line and play that. We don't even have to go in. Whatever this place is, let's just get in line and play that. All right, number 4. We've played in line before. Biblios, yes. We've done that one, and it's proven to be quite good. And you can just scoop it up real quick if you actually get to go.
My number 3 was called in the chat. It's Happy Salmon.
Hey! I may or may not have that on my list.
Happy Salmon.
My number 3 is a 2-player, and that's Fox in the Forest. That's kind of a chill one. You need a chill one.
That's a real answer.
I did some real ones.
My number 2 is Fruit Punch.
Yes. Bring a squeak toy in line and then beat the snot out of it and scream at each other. I approve. I want to go get in line now. Can we all go get in line somewhere? Okay. My number 2 is Insider. I think with a great group of people and you're stuck, you can just ask a bunch of dumb questions and yell at each other when you get it. I think it'd be a blast.
That's a great choice because my number 1 is Insider.
Hey, that's really cool because my number 1 is Happy Salmon. Because how funny would that be in line and you're like, fist bump, oh, and you're flinging cards.
Dude would be
I
just thought of dude. I don't know.
Dude. dude.
I just thought of dude. We don't own it, so I didn't think of it. Dude. My 1A. No one wants to be in line with us.
Or they all want to be in line with us. You all want to be in line with us.
See you at the what is it?
The DMV! Alright guys, 7 a.m. Let's go to the DMV.
Oh man, we're silly.
I
We're
do that.
silly.
This is like a bucket list kind of thing to do. Just torture people at the DMV line by playing stupid games. I love it. Because no one's happy in the DMV line. But if you brought Happy Salmon...
Those people are tired, cranky, upset, and mean.
Yeah, but if you're not actually in line to do anything...
You get sucker punched. They'd be like, fist bump!
And then I'll be like, fruit punch? Sounds to me like you need to play a game.
You guys are silly.
I like that. That was good. That was good.
So what games would you suggest playing in line?
Yeah, what do you guys want to play in line?
So I'm going to BGG Con next month, and that's just a side. So if you happen to be there, say hi to me and that kind of stuff.
Go play a game with him.
There's a tradition now at BGG Con.
What?
People get up at like stupid early in the morning.
Okay.
They go down to the front of the line.
Okay.
They set up a folding table and they play Scythe.
What? How did this spring?
I don't know. It's like tradition now. They get up like crazy early in the morning and get first in line. They set up a table and they play Scythe while waiting for registration to open. So there you go. You can play Scythe.
That should be the number one game you have for your waiting in line then. Scythe.
Chicken cha-cha-cha, or what is it?
No, that was the cute little game with the tail feathers.
What's the chicken one?
Cheech eats a pizza? No, that's Backyard
Chicken
Chickens.
cluck cluck cluck. I don't know.
It was. Come on, where's Gaming Wife? She knows these things.
Save us, Gaming Wife. What's the Happy Salmon reprint?
I think they have it. But yeah, okay. A Happy Salmon chicken game.
Funky Chicken.
Funky Chicken?
Funky Chicken.
Funky Chicken card game. Okay.
Funky Chicken.
All right. I still think Dude. Dude. That game is ridiculous. Dancing Eggs. That would be... Dancing Eggs in line. That game is so...
You have to go all the way from back of the line to the front of the line.
People would hate you. You're running by with chicken eggs like...
Oh, man. You're silly.
Now, I think we needed to go do that. Let's just film little short clips. We'll go into line random places and just play like 5 minutes of a game and get people's reactions.
We live in Texas where people have concealed weapons.
But you just chuck an egg at them. You're like, oh, yeah, ah! And that's your diversion while you run.
I don't know if I want to play Funky Chicken in a line in Texas.
There's a line. Ooh, a barbecue line. I like the way you think, Dan. Ooh, yeah. Austin has good food. Okay. What would we play in line for barbecue? Maybe we need to have specific games for specific
Great Western
lines
Trail?
now. Great Western Trail. Get your folding table. Yeehaw! Scythe. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay. I want to do that now. Get your cup of coffee.
I think
this
year they're going to do 2 tables of 2 games of Scythe. Because there's so many people that wanted to do it, they're going to do 2 tables. But you have to get up like at 4 in the morning.
So it's just first come, first serve to get on these games?
No, there's an epic sign up for it. But it's a
okay.
Epic game
I think
sign-up.
everyone should just bring their own now and it should spring organically out of the line. Everyone should just have their own table. Just saying. You can set up your table and whoever's in line with you could play your game of Scythe. I'm just saying. It's easy to set up. You don't even have to sign up.
So at the Board Game Geek,
Easy.
so we have a few minutes to fill before we get out of here. Here's the games I have lined up to play.
Okay.
At Board Game Geek.
Okay.
Antiquity. Battlestar Galactica. What's they saying?
You're just going to finish your thing and I'll tell you.
Battlestar Galactica. What is going on?
I'm sorry. Finish your thing.
Clans of Caledonia. Something City on the Big Shoulders or Big Shoulder City or whatever that's called. I'm playing Merchants of Venus. High Frontier. What am I missing?
Man, you have some good lineup. You have a good lineup.
What else am I missing? I don't know. What am I playing?
Oh, he's looking. Cy Red Eye 22, you're the best.
What did I miss?
Cy Red Eye 22 threw down $5 and said, make a board game about concealed weapons. Epic sign up. Sign your name with concealed weapons.
Oh, here we go. And I didn't list Sidereal Confluence and Container.
Oh, man. I'm jealous.
I'm playing all those games at BGG-Con.
I'm jealous. We didn't sign me up this year because inevitably the last 2.5, I can't do math.
Yes,
3 years,
BGG-Con is sold out.
I have gotten really, that's my time of year to get deathly bedridden ill, and I've missed 2 in a row.
2 years in a row I went and he got
spent
sick,
all the money on me.
And last year I didn't go and she was perfectly fine.
No, I was not. I was sick.
Last year
again.
you were sick too?
I was sick too.
And then this year
You were like, no, I'm paying for you.
kind of lucked into a ticket.
That's
and
cool.
Decided to go.
Yeah.
And I'm selling a bazillion games.
So I'm trying to figure out, Cash and Guns is not really all that concealed.
Someone gave us money?
Yeah, were you not paying attention? I said...
I was looking things up.
I said it out loud. Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you.
Cy Red Eye 22 threw down $5.
Cy Red Eye 22.
You don't listen. Don't listen. He's deaf, guys.
There is a game. There is a game called...
oh, good point.
There is a game called...
This would be good in line.
Good Cop, Bad Cop.
Is that close enough?
And in the game...
You have concealed weapons.
They're not so concealed.
That's true. After a while, you're like, blam! This is a fun little game, too.
So you have, where are they?
I'm in 11th sword. I'm going to start coughing.
Guns.
You guys are killing me. He's got a gun! He's got a gun!
I haven't played this in a long time.
That's a fun one.
There you go. Good Cop, Bad Cop.
That's a fun game. I like this game, too. Why is this one, thick cardboard and this one's a card? That's kind of cool.
I don't know. These are promos, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. It's so realistic, I know. It is very realistic. Yeah, in Texas, let's play a concealed weapons game. That sounds like a good plan. It'll be the last game they ever played.
Yeah, someone just, just for fun. Yeah, part of the game says, "Oh, he's got a gun!" And then about five guns on you. All right,
not a good plan. Not a good plan.
All right, we're gonna wrap her up. Thank you everybody for joining us. I'm gonna leave you with a sneak peek. I have the entire schedule for the rest of the year. I'm not gonna give you the entire schedule, but I do have the entire rest of the year scheduled off.
Well, tease.
But I'm gonna give you some of it. So next Tuesday, October 22nd, is the live intro to my top 100 games of all time. My list is done. It is complete. It is in... I don't know, what do they call it? In the can? What do they call it for the movies? In the can?
I think so.
Anyway, it's
throw it in the circular file, folks.
I've made my list. It is done.
He's not listening.
The majority of people said they wanted to do a live intro, a bunch of pre-recordeds, and then at the end do live again. So I'm going to do a live intro. I'm going to pre-record 100 through 11, and then we'll have a live top 10 and a live after party.
Woo-hoo.
So starting... if everything goes right, starting next Tuesday, the Tuesday after next, the 29th, will be every Tuesday and Thursday will be part of my top 100.
Nice.
Pre-recorded.
Okay.
But October 29th is our second annual games to dress up for. So if you haven't watched last year's show, take a little time, watch last year's show. You get an idea what's going on. We cannot pick the same games that we did last year.
I'm scared.
Games to dress up for. So we're going to dress up.
You know what I'm going to be doing this weekend?
It's a live show. We'll be dressing up live, and you guys get to pick what game
you have to guess
we are representing.
Wow. I got to go shopping this weekend. This is going to be rough.
Yep.
New games.
So again, next Tuesday, live intro to my top 100. Every Tuesday and Thursday, pre-recorded top 100 pieces in 10 game groupings, and then 10/29 Tuesday night before Halloween games to dress up for.
This is gonna be hard. I'm excited. This is gonna be really fun. Dress like generic meeples.
I'm a cube. I'm a red cube. Guess the game.
Oh, that would be awesome. You troll. I love it.
Oh, jeez.
There you go. That's good. Oh my
Hi,
goodness.
Nerf. Oh, you
Oh,
Nerf requested earlier about our top Essen games we're looking forward to. I really don't even look because it takes so long.
Huge. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's a bazillion games, and it takes so long before they hit the States.
Yeah.
I mean, they start trickling in after a few months, but it's usually 6 months or more before we see any of those Essen games. So.
That's true. That's true.
So, but some of them will probably be at BGG Con, so
Yeah.
I'll be able to play
There you go.
some of those.
But if you do want Essen info, it looks like Nerf is making an Essen list, so you can check out her list.
Yes.
And she thoroughly researches it versus mine, where it would have been like... So, she's much more of an expert on that stuff than I am.
All right.
And Dan, I think you're going to have to put him in timeout for a little while. Can't tell the difference when they dress up as Romulans versus Romans.
It's the same,
Okay.
same backstory.
Oh, dude.
It's the same backstory.
What?
The Romulans are based on the
they have semi-Klingon warrior garb.
They're based on Romans,
Romans are togas.
not the warriors.
Oh my gosh, you're siding with Dan on
The
this.
Legionnaires.
Oh
kinda
man,
look like Romulans.
you guys. And if they dress up like cowboys, it's like 10 games.
All right, folks.
Trolls.
We're out of here. Thanks for joining us.
It was great to see you guys. We'll see you next week. Mwahaha.